Thinking of building your site on Squarespace, but worried it will look just like every other Squarespace website out there? Or maybe you're wanting some fresh new design inspo. Either way, stick around to the end of this video to see 5 scroll-stopping designs that don't look anything like a typical Squarespace website. Hey guys, welcome or welcome back. If you don't know me, my name is Renita. I'm a website designer who loves teaching people about Squarespace, and I'm the creator behind Gold Standard Design. If you're looking to dive into the world of Squarespace and online business, I got you covered. All right, so our first site is Scarlet Gilia Creative, or maybe it's Scarlet Gilia. Either way, this is a paper goods company. So here at the top, you can see some images of like what they make and what they do, and kind of gives you an immediate idea of the type of site that you're on. So scrolling down, we've got this postcard stamp image that is overlaying this image here, but then also flows onto the background, which is really nicely done. And then this animated text over here that is kind of describing their ideal customer, right? So sophisticated, spirited, and modern. So that is really fun and attention grabbing, but also not too much. There's a lot of white space still happening here, so things are not feeling cluttered or anything like that. Continuing the good use of blank space here, this is a color change, so we know it's a different section, but it's not filled up. We've got this graphic here that's overlaying the two sections, so tying it together but still distinguishing it as different. And then this font right here, so this is all the same font, right? But they've played with capitals and lowercase and italicization to really break it up. So you have the different sections, save the dates, fully custom wedding invitations, day of paper goods, menus, etc. Also, this is really great for SEO. So they've literally listed out like everything they do right on their homepage, which is great if you can do that. So good for them. And also their visitors know exactly what they do right up front. We didn't have to scroll very far to get to this at all. So this portfolio gallery section, I love how this text is overlapping each other a little bit, but you can still read it very clearly. And then some beautiful examples of their products here, coming down into this kind words slider. I love these two fonts together. It looks really clean and nice. And then here we've got that postcard graphic overlaying images again. So it really ties together the site and gives it like a theme, kind of a feel. And I love how this is in a shape that's not like a circle or a square or a rectangle. It really breaks that up and makes it interesting to look at. This text is overlaying the image here and then also the background section. So that looks really nice and cohesive. I know I keep saying that a lot, but it looks good, guys. You see what I'm saying. Now, this get in touch section, we've got two buttons here, an inquire now and a view services. So a lot of times what you'll see people do is, like the call to action or the button that they really want people to click on will be like a bright, standout kind of color, right, to draw your attention. So this is different. They didn't do that here, but this circle graphic, this oval graphic that's like circling around inquire now still does draw your attention, right? It still has its intended effect, but in a more subtle way that kind of ties in with the feel, the vibes of this site. And then, ooh, I love how these change shape when you hover over them. That's super fun. And I also like how they're overlapping these two color sections. That's really creative and a great way to tie your sections together and like give it that really professional feel. Next up, we've got a photography site, Jess Living Photography. So we've got, which is pretty usual for photographers. They like to showcase their work, of course, and obviously Jess does great work. This is an automatic slider that takes you through some of the different types of photography that she does. So we've got wedding and lifestyle, and then some like party images. That's really nice. Coming down here, this little separating section, it's got this cute shell graphic. It tells you a little bit about the kind of work she does. And then this to me just feels really unique and modern, like these different use of graphics throughout the site in addition to her images. Of course, her photography is the main focus of her site, but she's not overwhelming us with it, right? So we did have the big banner images up top, but now moving on to our different sections, we've got a little more graphics going on, a little more text to kind of tell you what she does, what she's about. So here we've got her different types of photography: wedding, lifestyle, and travel. These are icons showing the different types of like shoots and packages, and you can click on each of these for more information. I really like this use of lines to separate out the different sections. Even here, we've got a great use of lines that kind of look like she's put the photos into frames, which is cute. I like this too. So instead of saying kind words or what, something like that from clients, love letters. How cute is that? And she's made it look like a postcard, which is super fun. Another use of this overlay of a graphic that is combining this color section and this color section, tying everything together. Love that. More of those nice lines to separate the sections. And then here we've got some animation on the text, which is fun and a good way to catch the eye. If you're just scrolling and your mouse happens across this and you're like, ooh, that's different, let me click on that. We've got her contact section down here with, of course, an important call to action, which is to inquire. She serves clients who are passionate about the artistic way that their memories are documented, telling a little bit about her, and then inviting you to work with her. And then this is fun. See where I'm going next? Travel with me. And then you can click this button and take you to another page that shows everywhere that she's going to be traveling to see if you can meet up, work with her in a location, a destination shoot, something like that. It's kind of like a creative promo and a sneaky way to show experience, right? So this takes you to a page showing where she's done shoots since like 2016 up through her planned trips for 2025. So that's really creative. And then she's pulled in her Instagram feed down here, which can sometimes look overwhelming or disjointed, but I don't think that's the case here. While some of these pictures are in black and white and some are in color, and no, they don't exactly match up all the colors with her site, that's okay because they're still pretty neutral. And we've got a pretty neutral theme happening here. So it doesn't distract or take away from anything else that she's got going on with her site. All right, so here we have Sadie Hoyt's website. She is a pianist and music educator. So just starting to scroll through here, we can see she's used smaller images instead of bigger banner images. And then over here, I love this use of lines to kind of connect but also separate sections. That is beautiful. She's got some pretty neutral colors here that are really working for her. I think these are her chosen brand colors, and then this accent is really nice. So with the use of these smaller images, it makes the focus more on the text instead of the images, which just really looks clean and classic. I love that. Now here she's done something that I also really like, which is she's added a different colored section, but instead of feeling like she needed to fill all of the space, she just put a simple quote here and then added some nice little touches here on the side, just kind of breaks up the sections of the website. More of these nice lines to separate her sections, consistent use of shapes for her buttons. I love that. And then here we've got under this kind word, she's used that same symbol from up above to kind of tie it in, make it cohesive. And then this is actually a slider, so you can go through and read all the different kind words that she's had from past students, things like that. And then at the bottom here, she's actually pulled in her Instagram feed. So I will say sometimes when people do this, it can look a little disjointed or not as cohesive or easily flowing as you might want, but I actually think she's done a great job curating her Instagram. These colors here on her posts are the same colors as on her website, so it just looks like it fits right in. I love that. And then here she's got a button if you want to go follow her over on Instagram. And then this bottom section, she's got, again, the simple symbols here, just some nice accents, not too much, very clean, simple, and elegant. All right, here we've got another photography website. And so one thing I just kind of want to take note of is something I see really commonly with photographers is these big banner images or sometimes even videos that they'll include like right at the top of the site, which I mean makes sense because they're photographers. They want to show off their work right away, classic looks here and there. So this is actually a slider that you can go through and just see some of their favorite pieces. And I love the use of fonts here. So this font up top combined with this, I think looks really, it's a good pairing. It looks really great together. It's very clean and simple, and then carried on throughout here as well. So as we scroll down, we see more of those fun and more unique font choices. I love this ampersand here in this font. And then we've got some social proof happening down here, which I think they've done a really good job incorporating because all of these logos most likely come in different colors, right? Like they're not all so cohesive, but what they've done is keep the font and like keep the actual logo, but make it cohesive to the site by putting it all in black and white so that it matches up and it's just really flowing nicely. I love these smaller images that are kind of framing this other section here, this welcome section. We've got a nice button. This I think could be this text could be a tiny bit more, but I love the pop of color there. And then so we've got this our work section. So the animation on these gallery images, I love it. It is super fun and just makes you want to click on them. So we've got a video section that kind of breaks up the page really nicely. We haven't seen a video on here yet. This is beautiful. Let's tell your story. Really emphasizes that. And then this is actually a link that we can click on. And then we come down here into another testimonial slider, which is really well done. And then coming into this a travel section. So clicking here, this lists out everywhere that this photographer will be traveling for this year and then upcoming trips planned as well, which is like super cool for any potential customers to know, hey, I'm going to be in Europe during this time frame. We can possibly work together. And then another simple section that doesn't feel like it has to do too much. It's just a simple run wild with us. Very nice, very good. I love this creativity with the italicization. Is that how you say that? They put it in italics, you know what I mean. I just love how it is the same font, but it looks different with just that little tweak to it, right? It's clean and elevated. And then here at the bottom, we've got a newsletter sign up. Let's be friends. I love that. And you can go ahead and pop in your information. I really like this font. I kind of want to know what it is now. And then here at the bottom, oh, these are beautiful. Here in the footer. And then we've got our socials. This is beautiful. All right, and then lastly here we've got Kerry Ferber's site, and I believe this is an energy healing website. So a little bit different than the others, but a good use of those smaller images that we've been talking about. Um, I love this fun font. Beautiful. I like how it ties in with the more like structured font of this choice, and her top choice here, very clear to read down here. I like this background choice. It lets the colorfulness of these pictures really stand out and make you want to read all of this. I think there is definitely a great use of fonts with a combination here and then here. And then both of these are separate from this and this, her button font. It can seem like, oh, maybe 4 fonts is too much. Not if you do it sparingly. I like how this is simple. There's lots of white space around here. It's not cluttered. It's not too much. Things are still very clear and easy to read. And then another thing I like is this use of a graphic kind of overlaid over the picture and then also the section background. It really brings some visual interest with the graphics. They're not just pictures and text, it kind of ties in a little bit more interest. And then down here, we've got this Let's Work Together, beautiful colors. I love her use of nature. And then here, her social followings as well. I hope this has shown you that Squarespace isn't a one-size-fits-all web design platform, and that you can absolutely create unique and beautiful websites with it, no matter your industry or niche. If you're ready to build your site on Squarespace, check out my free Squarespace website prep guide. It's got everything you need to build a beautiful and strategic website that's set up to attract your ideal customers from day one. From researching your industry and competitors to writing your own copy, this guide will take you through every step of building your website. It's linked for you down in the description, so go check it out. And if you want to see even more web design inspo, check out this video where I go through the top web design trends you'll want to use on your site, and a few you'll definitely want to avoid. If you found any of this helpful, go ahead and gently tap the like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more Squarespace tips and tricks. Now, what other things are you interested in learning about Squarespace, websites, or online business? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!